Hey everyone, V here, back with some more Metaphor ReFantazio. Oh my goodness. Okay, so... Oh, okay, first. Last we left off, we got started with this new adventure, which I am so excited to really, get into. We made our way to the royal capital, Grand Trad. We met up with this guy, Leon von Strohl, who's a noble that's really good at heart, and I'm really liking him so far. We met up with this guy, Grius, who's our contact from the whatever secret organization that we're seemingly a part of. Because we are on a mission to assassinate Luis Guilbert, who is in the army or has his own army or something, and supposedly murdered the king. Well, I say supposedly, we saw it happen in the intro video, and supposedly cast some sort of hex on the prince that has kept the prince in a coma for some time, who is apparently our best friend. And I think I said at the end of the last episode that I'm not really sure how much I buy that Luis is the bad guy that we're making him out to be. You know, like we're only like a little bit into this game, and where do I go for this? I don't actually know if I can. I want to go to look at the quest that I have, but I don't know if I can do that with the limited menu that we still have here. Yeah, it doesn't look like we can. But anyway, so we got a quest to go assassinate Luis, and I don't really know that I buy that he's like the bad guy. It seems like there must be something more going on. So there's part of me that wonders if he's really bad, and if he's really the one that cast the spell on the curse on the prince, and what's going on there. But anyway, so right now the three of us are all heading back to Grand Trad to get there in time for the king's funeral, where we can hopefully actually carry out the assassination. So, now the reason why I groaned when this video first started, oh god. So, I played through the next, couple hours or so of the game after this point that we're currently at. I played through, I recorded a video. It was all good to go. And for some reason, I think there was a loose wire connection or something. My microphone audio didn't capture, even though it looked like it was. When I looked at my recording dashboard, it looked like there was microphone audio coming through, but it just didn't actually save to the file. So just a couple hours of no audio from me. Game audio, but no commentary. And in the past, what I've done when that's happened is I have basically redubbed over it and just watched it back and given my commentary. But I think the most that I've ever done that for is an hour or so of gameplay. This would have been almost 3 hours or so, and that just seemed exhausting, trying to redub over 3 hours of footage. So what I decided to do instead was come back to basically just redo the video. So, instead of redubbing over it, I was I'm just going to actually play through it again and comment on it. And obviously, unfortunately, it won't be my raw, blind commentary for this next chunk, because I have already gone through it, but there's nothing I can really do about that. But as another part of that, unfortunately, I was an idiot and forgot to save in a second save slot, which I usually do at the end of recording videos. Usually, when I'm saving, I'll save here one time, then here another time, and then I'll alternate so that if something goes wrong in a video, I can load back from a previous slot, which is something that I've never really had to do before. but I've just heard other YouTubers talking about it, so I figured that was a good habit to get into. And I just forgot to do that for whatever reason. I was an idiot, and so I saved over the save file, so I couldn't actually just go back and play through it all. So I basically reloaded. I just made a new game, and I played through. I speed ran through the beginning section of the game again. As you can see, it took me about half an hour compared to the, what was it, like 2 hours and 47 minutes that the last video was approximately. And I speed ran that in about half an hour. So yeah, got back to the point that we left off at, and funny enough, I was curious. I was like, oh, I wonder how my like money and mag line up with where, because obviously at this point there isn't much like difference in terms of experience levels and grinding and items that you could have, stuff like that, because it's all pretty linear right now. And I checked. Funny enough, I have the exact same amount of money, 873 monies. I don't know what the currency is. I think they said it at one point, but I don't remember. Is it in my memorandum? Or maybe that might have happened after this point, honestly. I don't remember like what has or has not happened yet. I'm going to do my best to not really talk about stuff in too much detail, just because I'm a little mixed up on what you all have seen and haven't yet. But have the same amount of money, 873, and mag is pretty close, but I actually have 9 more mag than I had in the last run for some reason. Last run I had 2,183, and this time I have 2,192, so a little bit more mag, which is cool. Other than that, nothing else really changed. So, with all of that preamble, sorry for just rambling on for several minutes, giving you guys the woe is me story. Let's go ahead and continue on with the game. And I probably, I don't know, we'll see if I end up like doing all of the fluff dialogue, if I'm like walking through town and talking to like all the different NPCs and stuff. I may try to speed through some of that a little bit more since I've already actually gone through it, but I don't want you guys to miss out on good stuff, so I won't just skip through everything. So we'll see. Good news is I got to practice their voices a little more, so I shouldn't have said anything because now I'm gonna be terrible doing their voices. It's been a couple days since I did it too, so I'm gonna need a minute to get into it.
What's it?
It's getting late. We'll talk details tomorrow.
That was something. Let's get some rest. I need a real voice line that he says that each of them say, so I can like practice with them.
Can't sleep? Guess I'm not surprised after what we just went through.
Yeah, I mean, Gallica's voice is easy. It's the other two that are... Leon is pretty... Strohl is pretty easy as well. It's Grius that I need to work on a little more.
Still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
Fair. I know.
I know. I will.
I wanted to tell you, though. When the human attacked, I heard a strange voice. It told me my duty would be to guide you. What do you think it meant?
I think it meant that you're supposed to guide me.
I mean, I haven't exactly been much of a guide so far. All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed.
I do like Gallica so far. She's... You know, fairy companions get a bad rap, but she's certainly like no Navi type companion. I like that she's an actual person.
I never expected it would be this dangerous, and it feels kind of like it's my fault.
How does that make any sense? It is kind of your fault. No.
It's not your fault.
You say that, but...
Okay, but literally, how would it be your fault? I mean, I guess I don't know much of your backstory, so I guess maybe it could be your fault. I don't know. But it feels a little silly to think that it would be your fault.
Look, I can't fight with you, but as long as you're up against all this scary stuff, I'll try to help however I can. You've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you.
Wait, hold on. What did she just say?
You've got something special, you know.
Oh,
I don't know what it is just yet,
she said
but I believe in you.
She said you've got something special, you know? But, you know, when you say it kind of quietly and quickly, it sounds a little bit like gnome. So it sounded for a second like she said, you've got something special, gnome, which was wild.
Oh, hey, you know what insomnia is good for? Catching up on reading.
You just want to read more of my book. Yeah, okay.
If only our lives were anything like the world in your novel. It's just war after war here, with Magla arts fueling the flames.
True.
But it's a nice fantasy. Enjoy it while you can. Good night.
Night, Gallica. Oh, this is the first time this is happening. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. Getting into this.
Well, hello.
Hello there.
Nice to meet you.
You as well.
I've been waiting.
And you're a kitty?
And now you've acquired a most interesting power.
Welcome to the metaphor version of a velvet room.
You truly are an intriguing one.
Wow, so
Fascinating. In the moments where your heart is most gripped by the book, I can reach out to you.
That's really funny. So obviously since I, played ahead of where we are a little bit, I've seen this section before, and I forgot that this did not already happen in what you all have seen in the recordings. My timeline is so mixed up. But yeah, so this immediately, obviously, for those of you that are Persona fans, gives huge Velvet Room vibes. For those of you that aren't Persona fans, the Velvet Room is a location in the Persona games that you visit a number of times, either when you're sleeping, or you can go through like portals during the day and stuff to take you there. It's this like extra dimensional space run by a creature person of some sorts named Igor. And he basically, kind of serves as he like oversees you on your adventures and guides you. And he also gives you powers to improve your personas, which are how you like fight in the game, is using these persona type abilities. And so he lets you improve those. And yeah, so I mean, this just immediately like going to this like special looking room when you sleep to find a man sitting behind a desk who seems like they're going to offer you some sort of aid is very Velvet Room and very Persona. Anyway, let's continue.
My name is Moore.
More.
And I am the humble author of the novel you've been reading.
Yes, indeed.
You stand now in my study. Quite something, isn't it? A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers. I call it academia.
There we go. So, academia is our new Velvet Room.
Alas, it's as much a prison as it is a library. His most merciful majesty saw fit to lock me in this place.
And so, like, here's the thing, right? This is just, like, kind of goes to my whole Luis idea about, like, the king is supposedly supposed to be this force for unity who wants to help overcome the differences between the tribes, yet it seems like that's also kind of what Luis is about, because Luis has the whole like meritocracy in his army, and then Moore wrote the book that is all about a utopia where there's only one tribe and people aren't discriminated against. And he was locked here by the king. So, like, it seems like there's something weird going on. I don't know that I believe that the king was, like, actually a good guy. Also, I love that Moore's wearing heels. Go,
It
yeah.
has me a bit addled, honestly. I no longer remember where in the kingdom my study actually lies. I never imagined my voice would reach beyond these walls. Until you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can speak directly to your mind.
Hell yeah.
So, what would you say to an alliance?
Only if you give me that quill. Not interested. What is that from? Oh, it's Riku from Kingdom Hearts. Has this one voice line where he goes, "Not interested." It gets clipped a lot. This is way over my head.
This is way over my head.
Understandable. But suffice it to say, I'm sure it will prove beneficial to you. There must be more you wish to know. For instance, the nature of this fascinating power you've awakened to.
Yeah, tell me more about that.
I believe you have found a way to wield true magic. You need no petty conduit of mortal make. You can even change your appearance using the raw magma within.
That's nice. That'd be nice.
It is above all a mystic, long-hidden art, now the stuff of legend, what I have come to call archetypes.
Moore's voice, I don't think I can access a menu from here. Moore's voice is a little quiet. I might want to try to mess with the music and voice balancing.
Archetypes?
A spirit of heroic virtue, a transformative power that manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect.
There's something very satisfying to me about our names next to each other, Gnome and Moore. They look very complementary of each other. I like it.
Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth.
The truth.
However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you. Perhaps you are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery.
Hell yeah.
In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero. One who can drive away calamity and evil in this world, no matter its form. Indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals. I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you? Will you take my hand in friendship?
No. What? Yeah, not much choice is right. I'm trying to say no. That's like a weird meta option.
Okay.
Let's do it.
The bargain is struck then.
Hell yeah. I hear a voice from somewhere.
The scholar in search of utopia, more. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
New bond.
Now let's see what manner of story you'll weave.
New ability, Seeker archetype. The party can now study the Seeker once unlocked in academia. Bright-eyed student allows the party to change between archetypes once unlocked in academia. So yeah, we've started our first social link here. I always think it's funny when you get a like early game social link and it gives you abilities that like didn't necessarily need to be abilities. Like these, right? Like the party can now study the Seeker once unlocked in academia, or bright-eyed student allows the party to change between archetypes once unlocked in academia. Like those could just be inherent abilities of the character instead of abilities that were granted by this new bond that has formed. But I kind of appreciate that they tie them to the bond to make it feel more impactful. Like the bond is really giving us something here. Oop, look at that. We got the Vitruvian man. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the Seeker for more. Followers. More is the first of your followers. People that support your quest as steadfast allies that you can grow closer to. Strengthening your bonds with your followers will lead to unlocking various abilities that can change the shape of your journey. More is just the first of many, so keep an eye out.
We'll meet again, I'm sure. Here's to our joined path, and the thrills that yet lie ahead.
I'm excited to see how the social link system really kind of plays out in this game. It's so core to all the Persona games, but I believe that I read somewhere that the choices that you make in your social links don't actually matter. Like it's in Persona games, you would get more or less points depending on the choices that you picked, and then your social links would level up when you had enough points. And supposedly that's not a factor here. You don't have that sort of point system, which I'm not terribly upset about, because that always stressed me out. I always felt like I needed to look up a walkthrough to maximize my point gain.
The royal funeral draws ever closer. 5 days remain.
Already then?
Let's do it, Grius.
From here on, we travel in secret. If we're to get back into the capital, we'll have to do it undetected.
From here on, we travel in secret. If we're to get back into the capital, we'll have to do it undetected.
Okay, there we go. Got a Grius voice
So
down.
we'll cut through the forest, find the abandoned mine shaft in the mountain, and take the tunnel to the other side.
It's not going to be a perfect accent, but what can you do?
That way they'll never see us coming, huh?
Absolutely not, Gallica.
Lad, you'll be our vanguard. It'll be a trial by fire, but the sooner you get used to that power, the better.
Speaking of, you were talking like you know something about it.
Not much. Just what I've picked up from missions in the early days. I've only heard it's a power found in those who walk a righteous path.
That's me.
Sounded like superstition to me, but everything's always clearer on the battlefield. Once I saw it in action, I could tell it was no fable. Never thought it'd come back to haunt me. Despite all my training and research, I never managed to master it myself.
I'm sorry, Grius.
Huh. It really is something special, then.
Don't forget, one wrong move and I'll cut you down.
I'm aware.
I'm watching you.
Yes, I get it. Just trust me, all right?
He's watching you with both...
Right.
Never mind.
Let's check the map. This'll all be for nothing if we get lost.
Let's do it.
This place.
They're called the Nord Mines, apparently. Going through them would put us near the capital, it seems.
That being the case,
This road should take us to Grand Trad.
All right.
We'll check for a way around. Next up, Grand Trad.
Let's see. Here's
Okay, so
where
we have the
are
mountain
now.
forest camp where we are now.
Let's see.
The northern border fort that we came from,
This
the
place
Nord
here.
Mines, and then
Let's
Grand
see.
Trad where we're going.
This
Let's,
place here.
Let's go to the Nord Mines.
The Nord Mines are full of... The Nord Mine...
Oh, come on, I gotta get into it.
The Nord Mines are full of complex paths. We can go through them to approach the capital undetected.
Don't let your guard down.
We'll be going through the Nord Mines. Are you ready?
Good.
We should hurry. Our focus is on making it to the royal capital.
Oh, that kind of works. I just found like a place where that can
the
sit
Nord
much easier.
Mines, located northwest of Grand Trad. It is resource-rich with magla crystals.
Also, I
Its
realized last
proximity
time...
to the capital simplified crystal excavation, but the Sanctus Church's sudden proclamation of closure stopped work in its tracks. Exiting the forest, the party continues along the wooded road leading to the derelict mine.
This voice sounds familiar, right? That little narrator voice? It's Moore. Moore's our... Like, if we go to our log here, we can see it now says Moore, where before it said Scheming Man. So apparently, that is Moore and the Scheming Man are one and the same. Pretty cool.
The mine's entrance should be just ahead. Don't stray off the path.
Huh?
What's going on?
What happened?
What's the matter? I may be imagining it, but I can't help but feel we're being watched.
No.
This deep in the wilderness, though. Couldn't be. Sorry, I'm just on edge.
Don't let your guard down.
Looking for an opening to escape. Don't forget I have my eye on you.
Look at that!
Hey, look! Up in the air!
That large bird is known as a corvo. It stalks its prey from the sky, then goes in for an ambush.
So what now? Like, we need another addition to our list of problems. Maybe we can hide and wait it out?
No, we need to keep moving. We're already low on time as is. Besides,
Let me guess. You could move much faster if I died back there, and you didn't need to keep an eye on me. Come on, have a little faith.
Let's go.
should I? If you're truly worthy, then demonstrate it. We need to move. Don't fall behind.
Pushing forward.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. Going through the little pathways here. Hold on! There's some wild dogs over there.
Hundos. The beasts hunt in packs. Should they come at us together, we'll be overwhelmed if we're not careful.
We can't give them the chance to surround us. We'll need to find a different path for
What's
now.
wrong?
Why do you hesitate, lad? It's just a pack of wild dogs, barely worth a moment's worry for someone such as you. You still don't get it? So be it. It seems you need an impromptu lesson on the basics of combat. Pay attention, as the subject affords few mistakes. First, take a good look at your foes. Consider, is this your first meeting, or are you already familiar with them?
Got it?
Once you've assessed their strength, prepare your next move. If they're stronger, approach with caution. If they're weak, cut them down quickly.
Look.
Now, size up that hundo. What do you make of it?
It's weaker.
Aye.
Indeed. You slipped out of death's grip at the fort, so this should hardly be a challenge.
Okay, sizing up enemies. Press L2 to activate phase sight and identify an enemy's strength via their color. Lower level enemies will glow blue. Enemies of the same color will glow yellow, and at higher level enemies will glow red. Unknown enemies will appear white. When you've leveled up to a point where you think you could overpower certain enemies, you can simply approach the enemy to see if their color has changed.
When engaging a weaker foe, clear your mind and simply do what must be done. Put them to the sword.
Defeating weaker enemies. Weaker enemies can be quickly defeated with a simple square attack. In addition, being attacked on the field by a weaker enemy will not force you into a squad battle, but the protagonist will still take damage. Locking on, if you press L1 when a cursor is over an enemy, you will lock onto that enemy. That enemy will always be in view, and you can easily close the distance by attacking.
Understood? Now try it for yourself, lad.
Give it a shot.
Let's do it.
Right there. Alright, let's push through. Come on. Time for some push through.
Nice. I kind of love that whole... It's very reminiscent of in Persona, you get a... you get an ability at some point from one of your social links that basically makes it so that if you're strong enough, you just bypass battle. It's just by attacking an enemy, you automatically defeat it, which is basically what this is, but it's just a standard feature instead of an ability that you unlock. And I really like that.
Hold on.
I really appreciate it.
Oh, that's right. I've one more rule for you to keep in mind.
Got it?
Never drop your guard, even against weaker foes. On the battlefield, fortunes can turn if you let up for even a moment. Should that happen, change your tactics and fight together as one. Stay calm, and you'll be fine.
Squad battles review. Press triangle to initiate a squad battle against an enemy in the field. If you use triangle to... Excuse me. If you use triangle to initiate a squad battle on an enemy after depleting its break gauge with square attacks, the battle starts with a great advantage in your favor. However, if you are attacked by an enemy stronger than you, you will be forced into a battle where the enemy is at an advantage. Excuse me.
Survey the situation and use different methods to fight. Never stop looking for ways to seize any tactical advantage.
Fighting in dungeons. Evaluate the enemies in your vicinity, and then decide whether you'll dispatch them quickly with a square attack to stun them first, or jump directly to a strategic squad battle using triangle. Phase Sight will help you determine your battle approach while staying out of enemy reach. Use it to be efficient as you tackle a dungeon.
I'm counting on you.
There's no replacement for first-hand experience. Get comfortable with fighting before we reach Grand Trad. We need to be sure you can defend yourself.
That being the case,
Let's do it. Hello.
This battle's ours. Let's go. Win this.
Don't you even try it. Yeah, this is so funny to me. Retrying a battle. If you're unhappy with how a battle is going, you can restart it from the beginning by pressing L3. Which really just seems like a way to cheat the system, because you can use the normal battle to determine an enemy's weakness, and then you can just restart it and get their weakness right from the start without wasting MP, trying out different abilities. Press R to assist. Pressing R to assist will automatically move the cursor to an enemy who has a weakness to a skill you have. Nice.
Still up?
Take him out.
There's no way I'm stopping.
Unscathed triumph. Nice.
Not bad. I found new power.
Cool. We got our archetype leveled up.
I think that's all of them.
Alright, how's that? Okay, let's give this all
Okay,
we
these
got.
birds keep just appearing out of nowhere. They want to get on my case.
wish every fight was that easy, eh?
There's still
you.
some foes around. Don't let your guard down.
Gotta take these guys out.
I see the enemy. Alright, how's that? Come on!
I like that you can just hold down L1 when you're doing that, and it'll automatically shift your focus to other enemies, which makes combos feel a lot more fluid. Ooh, hold on. Wait for that moth thing to turn around.
Right there. Alright, how's that?
Right, we did it!
Yeah, I'm a really big fan of the combat system so far, with having the like actiony elements that you can
Let's push
use.
through! Well done.
It's much more satisfying for my non-turn-based preferences. Young peddler.
What is it?
Haven't seen you lot run these parts before. You wouldn't be bandits now, would you? What are you talking about? Now that I get a better look at you, I'd say you aren't bandit material. I guess I'm just on edge. I know it's funny to think so in a deserted place like this, but I feel like I'm being followed.
But
What are you doing in such a remote place?
Whoa, I'm not your enemy, friend. I'm just a peddler. I've a regular nearby, so I came for business. But the beasts are real bloodthirsty today, so I assumed a human appeared.
Pardon?
For instance, have you heard about the human who appears from nowhere and wipes out entire towns? Terrifying, no? Strohl. My apologies, didn't mean to sour the mood. Hey, would you lot be interested in buying something? What do you got? You just have some consumables, not really my style. But I do have a whole bunch of stuff that I can sell, which I will do.
Now then.
Nice, get some money. Hold on to everything else. Yeah. Oh, have you found something worth selling? I can give you a good price. Plenty of stuff in these woods. Lots of rubbish, but some materials too. You won't catch me scavenging for it today,
thank
though.
you.
I'll stay put until the beasts settle down some. You find something worth selling, well, you know where to find me. Memorandum. Oh, we got a bunch of entries. More. An enigmatic young man was imprisoned in a peculiar study called academia. He first contacted Gnome during a particularly trying moment by somehow linking their consciousnesses. Though he is undoubtedly an ally, many mysteries surround him, such as his knowledge that igniters are not essential to magic, or his profound expertise on archetypes. Traveling peddler. Merchants who travel from town to town, selling regional specialties from across the kingdom at higher markup, They are invariably veteran travelers, even willing to explore caves and other places where the world's monsters are most likely to lurk. Their sense of adventure and the rarity of their goods often inspire awe in those who have never ventured outside their town's borders. Nord Mines. A mine dug in the hills of northwest Euchronia. Due to the abundance of high-quality magma crystals, the mining efforts had long been run under the king's direct authority. However, some sort of catastrophic accident took place several years ago, costing many lives, and the mine was temporarily closed until the cause of the incident could be removed. However, the mines remain shuttered even now, and are generally thought of as abandoned. Nevertheless, as ample magma veins still remain, and the mine's entrance was never sealed off, the past years have seen a reliable influx of daredevils who come seeking their instant fortune in the mine's remaining prizes, which has led to its own associated problems. Hold on, more. And yeah, okay, they didn't have multiple pages. Magic. Archetypes. A shining power that Gnome has awakened to. Shining magma engulfs the entire body, transforming it into a giant figure reminiscent of a hero. It seems to be a sort of magic, but clearly not the same kind as the igniters issued by the army. Everything about it deviates from what is commonly known of magic. And academia. A mysterious room described by Moore as a hall of wisdom, reminiscent of a researcher's study. The chamber is filled with all manners of objects rarely seen elsewhere, from books containing secret knowledge regarding archetypes to forbidden texts and tools which accurately map the movement of the stars, among countless others. All right. Hello.
I see the end. All right. How's that?
Looks like it could be useful.
Right there.
That was brilliant. Well done.
If you see a use for it, I say take it with you.
I will.
There they are.
That's what I'm doing.
Amazing! Great moves back there.
Right there.
Let's push through. Nice. You're gaining strength.
I see the end.
Come on. There we go.
You could do it.
Oh, where are they?
There they are.
Get off my case.
I see the end.
Let's push through. This battle's ours.
We'll win this.
Still up?
Take this.
Nicely done. Unscathed triumph.
Okay. Not bad at all.
Level 7. Thank you.
That's all over. We can relax for now.
Come on!
Get out of here.
This is our chance.
Trying to surprise me like that? Absolutely not.
The next one will fall just as easy.
That'll do it.
Old coin.
Hold on.
Hold. The air here has suddenly grown tense.
Got a moment?
Hey, what's going on?
We've been surrounded. Even out here, it would seem that the monsters are the least of our concerns. I know you can hear me, so show yourself. Would you rather we come at you? Damn, awfully sharp for an old goat, ain't ya? The bastards lived long enough. Kill him quick.
It appears we must do this.
Yeah, we
I've
certainly
never fought
must.
soldiers before, but I won't waver. Wind! Still up?
What is that?
Good question.
Never seen anything like it.
That's not an igniter.
Go on, finish the job.
Yeah, we're messing these guys up. I'm being targeted. Rude.
Here they come!
Oh, shoot. Press circle to guard, which consumes one turn icon. Guarding greatly decreases the damage your character takes and prevents any weaknesses from being exploited. This prevents the enemies from gaining turns too.
What's that? I think something's coming. Watch
We got a
out!
guard.
Take this! Hell like to come yet. For you.
Nice, okay. Oof.
Here they come!
26 damage wall guarding. That's hefty. During squad battles, your formation will affect the damage party members deliver and receive depending on their position. Those in the front row will deal more damage with melee attacks. Those in the back row deal less melee damage but take less damage from enemies. During battle, you can change your formation by using the up or down arrow to move party members between rows. Ooh. Okay.
Come forth, royal soul! Scour! A tough one!
Get him, Strohl. Nice. That should count as an unscathed triumph. I took no more damage than I was required to.
Are they soldiers from the fort? They survived. No, that couldn't be.
They're simply deserters, aren't they?
No.
That's not what I'm asking. How would they have already mobilized a pursuit?
I don't know, but I think it's safe to say I'm the least of your worries at
Let's
this
hurry.
point. In any case, we should probably keep moving. Let's go. Hey, I see the mines.
Here we are.
It looks so creepy. Well, I guess you did say it was abandoned.
Aye, the Crown Theocracy ordered it so. I haven't been to this place in some time. Despite the royal decrees, I still hear of miners risking it all to come to this place, seeking the riches left within.
Hey,
I'll happily trade some illegal miners for the armed detachment of soldiers pursuing us. Shall we hurry inside?
indeed.
You're not wrong there. Make preparations if you must, but be quick about it.
So,
What are you doing here, peddler? Color me surprised. Didn't think there'd be others with business at an abandoned mine. But why come here of all places? Is there someone you know inside? We're just pushing through. Oh, of course. Indeed, this would be the shortest route to get to the other side of the mountains. Haven't you heard? This place was abandoned, but a few blokes stay behind to do some less than legal mining. One of them is an old friend of mine. I sell the stones he digs
These
out.
come highly recommended.
But enough about that. Surely we met for a reason. So if there's something you need, allow me to accompany you. Anything else you have?
Now then,
Thank you.
Thank you kindly. Come back anytime. So it wasn't just my imagination. To think we were being followed this whole time. But like Grace said, something's off. And that human came out of nowhere and wiped all the soldiers to the last. And again, maybe it didn't come out of nowhere. But if that's the case... No, it couldn't be.
Last night's incidents wiped out the fort's entire garrison. Surely they lack the manpower needed to search for deserters. Somehow we're already being pursued. Regardless, due to the nature of this mission, it'd be best if they consider us dead. Let's push through this mine while we can.
Alright, let's head into the mines.
wait a second.
Wait! What? There's probably a bunch of shady miners in there, right? Will we be safe around them?
Fear not, most of them are the same miners who worked here before the closure. Besides,
It'd be against their best interest to cause a scene and risk the Crown Theocracy coming down on this place, right?
Then,
Oh, sounds like they won't be a problem then. Are you ready? Let's
go.
do it.
if our pursuers catch up with us, it'll be a whole mess of trouble that I'd rather not deal with. Let's move with haste.
However,
It's dead quiet. Are you sure there are still people working here?
That disquieting stillness you feel, those are your instincts alerting you to the bloodthirst in the air. Judging by the people who were after us before, and it's likely.
Stop! Don't move!
Halt! Deserters!
Don't you dare move!
You're trapped like rats now. Lay down your arms and surrender peacefully. As I thought. We've walked right into an ambush. We've got us at a disadvantage, catching us in this narrow bottleneck. We've got to turn it back, now. It's no use. The entrance is already barricaded with soldiers. Surrender immediately. You've got nowhere to run, and if you don't comply, then the miners will pay the price for your insolence.
Wait.
This is a misunderstanding. We're not deserters. We were forced to retreat. We had no choice. A human... Oh yes, we're well aware of your predicament. That's exactly why we can't have any survivors. Our orders are to let no one escape. Well, it appears we've stepped into a whole damned conspiracy. We have no choice. We fight our way through. Here they come. Stop them here and now.
All right, we did it!
Oof, that was brutal for them. That was a tough showing, gents. Try again next time.
Stop right there.
Vigilance now.
Hello.
Can't believe this.
What are you doing?
Hello.
On your toes, everyone!
Break through these boxes. I love how the dungeon, like this little dungeon here, does feel like a Persona dungeon in a lot of ways, like Persona 5 specifically.
That solves that.
A Persona 5 dungeon, but it's cool being in an environment where, because in Persona 5, you know, you're playing as like a high schooler who by day is a normal high schooler, but it's like by night when you go into the metaverse, which is this like alternate universe, you can fight monsters and stuff. It's kind of cool having that portion of it, the like monster fighting and everything, be just part of the real world. You know what I mean? Obviously not the real world as in like our world on the outside of the game, but the real world within the game, if that makes sense. Over there, someone's collapsed.
Hey, are you alright?
I told you. I didn't see no deserters.
We're not here for that.
Please. Don't kill me.
We're not gonna kill you. Oh, God. The life is gone from his eyes.
What? Why?
'Cause they're assholes.
To send a message, boy. Either we give ourselves up, or these innocents pay the price.
But the only one who could know we survived, and the only one who could send soldiers after us.
Who would it be?
Oh, come on, let's move.
Let's do it. Ooh, sorry, hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. My phone just started making some noise. Weird.
Found us.
Hello.
I can't believe this.
Stop
Do
right
any
there.
of you know how to fight?
Looks like they found us.
The answer seems to be no. What?
Oh, wait.
Isn't that... Just as I thought. It all makes sense now. Oop. I don't know why I clicked that. It appears that we're expected. Yeah, look who it is. Good old Captain...
I knew I'd
What's
find
his
you
face?
here. You were the only one who never went up to the fort itself, after all. It couldn't have been anyone else.
Of course he stayed behind.
Who would have thought 3 sorry stragglers would make it past a whole unit of assassins?
Bastard. You never intended for anyone to survive. You knew the human would be there.
Naturally. You heard the reports. I only put more bait on the hook. I wasn't expecting that damn thing to be rampaging already.
You sent those soldiers to their deaths. Why?
What were you hoping to gain?
Because the kingdom's guard is powerless before the humans, and only a pile of bodies will prove that to the public.
So he basically was like, I need to show people what the threat is, so I'm gonna sacrifice a whole bunch of people to do it.
So someone wants the King's Guard disgraced. And when the people need him most, a savior rises as their shield. Is that your game?
Apparently.
Savior? Speak plain, boy. You think he's one of Luis's men?
A pitiful flock needs its shepherd. If a little blood is what it takes to show them who their real savior is, then that's a price easily paid.
And so, like, this is interesting, right? Because I still believe that Luis is not actually, that there's something going on with Luis. It's not just that he's, like, a bad guy. But we have these people that are following him that are clearly not good. So, what's up with that?
That's why those sons and daughters died. For your savior.
They aren't the first. The soldiers cry for reinforcements, the villagers plead to be spared. But I know better than to confront a human.
It's so funny that they call their monsters humans.
A village? You refused. Wait, then you were the one who...
Oh? What's going on, Strohl?
7 years ago. The first Flames Day of June, a village in the northern hills was razed to the ground. A village called Harlia.
Oh, yes, that might have been a name.
Ooh, so casual. That's painful.
Then you made a fatal mistake, Klinger. You left one survivor!
Ooh, it's
Stay
face-off
back.
time.
Help me!
Ugh. You played right into our hands, you know. This was the only road without checkpoints. A simple deduction.
Elementary, really.
You're a disgrace to your title. I may not make it out alive, but as for you, you're hopeless!
Ooh. I love that eye flash.
O thou who art seared with bitterness, O thou anguished traveler. It is time for thou to choose thy path.
Do it.
O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path. Awaken.
What?
What the? Oh, no! I can't fail Lord Luis. Without him, I've got nothing left. You struggle in vain. I won't let you rob me of my glory! This is the way of the real world, little lordling!
What's going on with this guy? Is he, like, transforming or something?
Call this real. Leaders abandon their people and the innocent die by their scorn. If that's the real world, then it can die alongside you!
Ooh. Yeah, rip that heart out. What do you want to say to it?
My name is Leon Strohl de Halliatus. My home and my family were taken from me. I am the last of my house. I am the last of my noble bloodline. And in the name of my people, I will strike you down where you stand!
Yes, Leon. Archetype time. Look at this badass.
Come! I will show you a world with honor!
What is this?
Wait, he's got power like yours now? Well, better show him how to use it.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll not cave to an empty threat like that!
No, I didn't think you would.
This ignite is all I need to turn you to ash. You lot, get to it! Cover me!
So he scampers off to protect himself, and his subordinates get to be his living shields. The man's showing his true colors. I'll fix the filthy coward with the end he deserves.
The igniter's powerful, but it takes care and calculation to wield. If you sense danger, steel your defenses and endure it.
Okay, so if he's prepping guard. Heard. Ooh, we're doing a slash. And so, like, here's the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and attack one of these side guys. Even though I think Strohl in this moment absolutely would attack Klinger. I'm gonna attack one of these side guys for
I can
now.
slash.
You'll die unmissed and unmourned.
Let's go.
Let's do one of these side guys with you two.
Die!
Okay, whatever, that's fine. So, here's what happens if you attack Klinger.
Let's stay calm. Fight us.
And then...
Wind.
Luis!
Yeah, so when I was playing this last time, I defeated him just on the first turn. He never even got a chance to attack us. Which, honestly, I should have done here, too, because we would have gotten an unscathed victory. I didn't get as much experience from Matt or Mag because of that. Shoot.
Not bad.
Oh, well.
I'll strive for greater
I kind of wanted to see what his attacks would be like if he had anything interesting. Let's do...
I admit, it feels good to get stronger. New power to wield.
New skill.
Impossible!
Bye.
Never expected a commissioned officer would end up a wild-eyed zealot.
Neither did I.
How did I do all that? And without an igniter?
With the power of believing in yourself.
Just like him. Who are you two, really?
Great question.
I'm Leon Strohl. Just a fallen noble from the countryside. Back there, Klinger mentioned a village that was raised by a human. They sent for help, but he abandoned them. Halia was its name. I'm the son of its lord, and now I know what really happened. We sent our fastest riders, but we were doomed from the start. If Luis was behind it, then that's all I need to know. He's the one who will answer for it. I have my own reason to fight now. I don't want to be an ally of convenience alone, so once more, please, let me join your cause.
What do you say, Grius? What do you say, Grius?
I say keeping an eye on you was too much trouble in the first place.
Hell yes.
So you've no objections? What say you, friend?
No, absolutely not. You're already one of us.
You're already one of us.
Thank you. I'll remember this. Now, onward.
The proud noble, Strohl. Within him dwells the virtue of the warrior. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
New bond time. Look at that. Rank 1, Strohl.
Together we stand.
Warrior archetype. The party can now study the warrior. I feel struck by inspiration. I found a way to harness this power. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the warrior from Strohl.
Did you feel that just now? What's going on? Does it have something to do with that odd magic?
I'll explain later.
Now that I think about it, once you awakened, isn't it weird that Strohl followed not long after?
Yeah, this is kind
What
of...
does this mean?
I was kind of wondering this when I was playing through this the first time, is like, what... Like, is it just like a coincidence that all of us are, presumably, like everyone in the party, is going to be awakening to their archetypes over the course of this game when it's supposed to be some sort of rare special thing? It can't be, right? And the fact that they're addressing it here really makes it seem like it can't be. Like, if they're pointing out that that seems weird and unlikely, then it certainly is just, it's not just a coincidence. There's something more going on.
Huh? Wait, what?
Oh, right, yes. Welcome to academia.
Hey, where are we? What just happened?
Great question. Hold on.
Hey, where are we? Hey, where are we? What just happened?
Who voices Gallica? That sounds really familiar. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up real quick.
Surprising indeed. Somehow you find yourself here once more. And a fairy. I thought their kind long extinct. Do they yet take refuge in the Elden Sanctum?
Hey, you gonna talk to me or just at me?
We meet again, my friend. Though admittedly sooner than I'd expected. Remarkably, another has awakened. What miracle is this? Yes, that same power now stirs in your companion.
It does.
Another of the mighty archetypes.
Exactly.
Do you recall our discussion earlier about how archetypes are an original form of magic?
Yeah, more or less.
Well, more or less.
Consider this. As an elder, you are an outcast of society, yes? Your very identity is a kind of destiny you may defy but not escape. All mortals suffer under the weight of our burdens. But in facing and embracing that anxiety, you make it your innermost power. You find freedom. And so, the lives of those who overcome their hardships and embody the virtues within are passed down as heroic tales. Your companion, too, had his eyes open to his true path and claimed its virtue. That awakening is your doing, you know. He awakened to the archetype that protects you.
Aw, that's nice.
Hey, hold on a second. Who even are you? Please, you know. I'm warning you, if you mess with him, you're gonna have to go through me.
I love Gallica. She's very sweet. Also, I just looked it up, and the voice actress for Gallica has been in some stuff. Notably, it looks like she was probably like a main character in Winx Club, because she showed up under like 12 different Winx Club projects. She plays Flora. I think I've probably seen like some one-off episodes of Winx Club, but it was a long time ago, and I never really watched it fully, so I don't know the characters well. But she's not really in anything else that I recognize, so I don't know if I'm just imagining it.
Ah, you two share quite a deep connection, don't you?
We do.
Well, we didn't always, but now we're partners to the end. We're linked down to the depths of our hearts. Right?
Absolutely.
Right.
We trust each other. I've got his back and he's got mine. And that's all there is to it.
That's all there is to it.
The mystical fairy, Gallica.
Yay.
Within her dwells the virtue of the mage. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Rank 1,
I won't lead
Gallica.
you astray.
The party
That's
can
the whole
now
reason I'm here.
The party can now study the mage. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the mage from Gallica.
Hey, wasn't that...
Fascinating.
Wasn't
Do you
that
understand
fascinating?
what just happened?
No.
By connecting with others who have found their resolve, you awaken to new strength.
Okay.
And further, you and all your allies may fight with the strength of any archetype in your circle. As an example, your other companion, the fellow with the eye patch, he seems to have some training and knowledge regarding the wielding of an archetype.
That is what he told us.
By his own account, nothing came of it. Yet if you so desire it, you can awaken the true power within him.
Okay.
What? You mean Grius could use this power too?
Apparently.
The nature of the Seeker. No. Perhaps it is simply your own nature. You truly are remarkable. If you seek answers, then go and claim them. This right here.
What I'm about to show you is a lineage chart of the archetypes I've been researching. That said, there are many I've yet to see, so it's far from complete. Each of you has your own chart. You will use these charts in the assigning of archetypes.
Now then.
Firstly, let us consider the one-eyed warrior who yet bears no archetype. Open Grius' lineage chart, please.
This here.
Okay. This is the chart that shows the power and connection of the archetypes. You can gain a new archetype by selecting one here and studying its powers. To study, you will need Magla, the source of all magic. but simply drawing from the magla within yourself will put too heavy a burden on you. What this means is you will need to gather mag from your battles and other sources. Keep that in mind as you travel. Each character can study archetypes obtained throughout the story by selecting the corresponding icon on the tree. Studying archetypes consumes mag, minuscule shards of magla crystals. Once a character has studied an archetype, you can use the main menu to change their channeled archetype at no cost. To learn is to change oneself, they say. Here, you may achieve that through study of the archetypes and their deepest secrets. Now, I'd like you to choose an archetype from among these. So I really like this. This is basically a, it's basically a, like, what would you call it? A, shoot, why am I blanking so hard right now? It is basically like a job, like the job system in Final Fantasy, where you can kind of just freely change your class at will. What can I do with this heart? I hear a familiar voice.
This power.
Magic is that which manifests itself in yearning. It is a thing born of the heart. That most resonant vessel in thee, which awakens with a roar. Thou art its speaker. 'Tis thy means to shout down thy fears with a voice like thunder. The heroes of old perished, only possessing one. Yet this marks thee apart. Thou canst acquire and wield many. Who are you? This voice. I can't remember. Oh, interesting. I never saw that last time. Okay, so I can already see. I'm running some like quick calculations in my head, and I definitely have less mag than I had last time, which is probably because I didn't do that Klinger battle in one turn, but whatever. That's fine. I don't need it. Okay, we're gonna give Grius Seeker, I think.
I see. This right here.
This is the archetype you now use yourself, taking a balanced approach to combat, wielding the power of wind, as well as healing and support abilities. Its offensive capabilities pale compared to its more specialized archetypes. Even so, you'll find it's a versatile power that lacks any major weaknesses.
All right.
500 mag is required to channel the Seeker. This is the archetype you've chosen?
Sure.
Yes, he's earned my trust.
Of course.
So be it. Following you and the young man called Strohl, another worthy wielder of archetypes joins your ranks. From this sanctum I shall speak to the heart of the man with the eye patch, Grius. Feel his resolve, and let a new soul dwell in his heart. Hey, Grius. I do feel slightly disappointed that we don't get like a full Grius awakening, but I feel like it's just he's meant to kind of serve as a tutorial in this moment. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art ready to see the world with new eyes, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the Seeker.
What did you see?
What is this?
Nope.
What is this? Is it truly an archetype? This is the same magic I once strove for. I can't believe it's finally in my grasp.
The Seeker archetype has awakened. You can now change archetypes from the main menu.
I see. This could be useful.
Nice, okay. So
Fascinating.
Grius changed over to the Seeker. The man with the eye patch should now have awoken to an archetype. Similarly, I can imbue you and that noble youth with the new archetype power. Feel free to experiment now and from here on. Nice, okay. So I'm also going to go ahead and switch myself to the mage.
I see. Fascinating.
The mage. This is the archetype you sense from Gallica's way of
This
life.
right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of a good teacher who manipulates the forces of magic at will and performs miracles in the name of one who leads.
All right.
500 mag is required to channel the mage for the first time. Do you want to awaken it?
I'm counting on you.
That is the power I seek.
Of course.
Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a mage. So so the way that this seems to work is you like pay mag to unlock the archetype for each character, but once you've unlocked it, it's just available to switch to whenever you want. So you basically have to like pay to train in that job before you can switch to it. Worthy blah, yeah. The soul of the mage.
Really?
So this is the power of the mage's soul. No matter the magic, I shall see to its mastery. For all those still suffering in this land. Okay.
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Yes, let's change that. Cool. And the reason that I know I have less mag is because, if you can see, so each of these costs 500 to unlock, right? And so Gnome still has 1 more to unlock. Strohl has 2. So that's 1,500 right there. And then Grius has 2, which is another 1,000. Wait. Hold on, what? 500. 1,500. Plus 1,000 is 25. Oh! Did I do that? I must have done that math wrong. Because we were at 3772. And... oh, it's because I forgot that each of these two already had 1 unlocked. So I was accidentally adding an extra 1,000 on top of it. Okay, so yeah, because when I went through last time, I actually just like unlocked straight from the start all archetypes on everyone. I think I'm going to leave it like this for now. I just wanted to unlock this second one for gnomes so that we could switch over to the mage. Because I like... the mage is basically, like it says there, using fire, ice, and electric magic. It excels at hitting enemies' weak points. And I basically just I like being able to do a weak point sort of deal with the protag, or at least that's my usual gameplay style in Persona, where I just kind of always try to hit them with their weaknesses when the battle starts and take them out before they can do anything really. So I want Gnome to get good with the mage. Academia. By talking to more in academia and studying archetypes, you'll be able to unlock and then use new archetypes. You can gain useful strategic knowledge by attending Moore's lectures or by reading books from the surrounding bookshelves. Some functions of the main menu are now available, such as changing your archetype. Archetypes that have been studied in academia can be changed in town or dungeons at any time. Changing them to suit your needs is a good strategy. Royal Virtues. You can now check the status of your royal virtues, the qualities necessary in a king, from the main menu. You can raise these virtues in many ways.
Ah, right.
Yes. I've been meaning to tell you. I was rearranging things the other day and found something that may be useful to you on your journey. I've put everything in that box atop the chair. By all means, take it. Okay, so a lot of stuff just happened there. So, first of all, we can see our royal virtues here, which are the equivalent of like social stats in Persona, it appears. You basically do different, well, at least the way it works in Persona, I have no idea how it works in this game yet, is by doing different activities, you can gain points in your different stats, and they raise, and based on how high your stats are, that affects like how you can do a certain social links at certain points and stuff like that. And I think the stats in Persona 5 were, you had knowledge, guts, charm, kindness, and proficiency. And so here they, theme them more about like the qualities in a king. And so we have courage, craven, wisdom, naive, tolerance, inflexible, eloquence, tongue-tied, and imagination, vapid, which I find these so odd because wisdom, naive, sure. Eloquence, tongue-tied, okay. Imagination, vapid, okay, fine. Courage, craven, that seems a little silly, but okay, whatever, I can excuse it. Tolerance, inflexible, just makes no sense. We're literally from the, like, it's just like canonically based on the plot of this world, based on the setting, it makes absolutely no sense that we would be intolerant. We're from a hugely discriminated race that is seen as so much lesser than all the others. The idea that we would have inflexible tolerance is kind of just silly, honestly. So I feel like that one's a little bit of a weird choice, but whatever. And more importantly, main menu. Yes. Atlas's main menus are really something special. And this one is really pretty. So yeah, this is just our kind of like main screen. Then we got our skills screen where we can see each of their hands, which is pretty cool. If you click into that, yeah. We have the item tab where, can we see really anything special when we go through all this? I don't think so. Okay, then we got equipment. We can see our different archetypes showing up on the side there. We got party. Oh, and that's just showing our formation, which I am going to move Gnome to the back line since he's a mage. No reason for him to need to be in the front. He's going to be dealing mostly magic damage. Okay. Follower. So yeah, we have Gallica here. A fairy rarely seen in the world, she was sent by the Resistance to aid Gnome in their search for an ally. Somehow, in academia, Gnome and Gallica find they share a common destiny. She invokes the power of a new archetype. Okay. And... oh, she has a couple abilities, which is cool. Oh, and she's a fairy. She's from the Hidden Village, and she likes a fruit blend, maybe? Okay, can study the mage archetype. Reduces the mag cost of studying the mage lineage. Oh, so when I get her up to rank 2, it's cheaper to unlock the mage archetype. That's cool. Followers' echoes. The voices of followers can now be heard even from far away. Oh, that's cool. So that's how they... at her rank 2 is going to be how they're going to justify us being able to talk to followers that may not be with us. Okay, I like it. Strohl. Son of a rural noble house that fell in a human attack. Proud of his parents' legacy, he gladly risks his life for justice. Having discovered Luis's hand in the tragedy of his hometown, Strohl awakens to his archetype and vows to fight alongside Gnome. He's a Clamar, he's from Halia Village, and he likes nothing in particular. What does Go do? I don't feel anything right now. Oh, interesting. Okay. That wasn't a button on Gallica's. Maybe that's how I hear the voices of people. Okay, so yeah, I can study the warrior at rank 2, reduces the cost. He also, when Strohl attacks a human-type monster, critical rate increases. Cool, okay. And then more. Fantasy novel author met in academia. Though he has lost his memory, he burns with passion for archetype research. Moore was jailed in academia by the past king for writing a novel depicting a utopia. With the novel acting as a bridge, he requests Gnome cultivate archetypes for his research. He's a Clamar, he's from an unknown hometown, and his research takes priority over food. He doesn't eat. Okay, so we have those two. Yep, Seeker Enlightenment at rank 2. Reduces mag cost. Scion skill increases skill inheritance slots for the Seeker lineage to 2. Okay, cool. I think I know what that means, but I won't, because I think that I saw something briefly about this before I stopped last time, but I'll leave that for now. I won't say more. Moore's Magic Igniter. The archetype tree becomes accessible from the main menu. Oh, because I think right now we need to be in academia to access it. Is that the idea? How many? Yeah, it's a good number of followers. That's kind of how Persona goes. Quest, there we go. Okay, yeah, so now we can see our quests in here. So this is the quest that I was trying to pull up before. To save the prince from his curse and defeat Luis Guillerburn. Cool, okay. Calendar. Yeah, we can see that there's only 5 days a week, which is interesting. We have Flames Day, Waters Day, Arbor's Day, Metals Day, Idols Day, and that's it. Memorandum, have a couple new entries. Mag, minuscule fragments of magla crystals that accumulate in the bodies of animals and magical beings in areas where magla is dense. Though they are of little use to ordinary citizens, there's a system in Grand Trad where people can sell their fragments. As a result, some people like soldiers, whose work gives them an ample opportunity to leave the city, carry a bag to collect them instead of throwing them away. Halia, a mountain village governed by House Haliatus, the family of Leon Strohl. Not wishing to partake in the extravagant lifestyle of most nobles, Strohl's parents were modest in their governance and considerate to their people. However, when a human suddenly attacked 7 years ago, the village was reduced to rubble after petitions for the state's army's aid went unanswered. Strohl's parents lost their lives saving their son and their people. Today, the village remains uninhabited, no trace of its former self remaining. On Gallica. Gallica tried to stay resolute as Gnome's chaperone, but as he gets involved in unexpectedly intense battles, she begins to doubt her role in the grand scheme of things. However, with the fairy's unique ability to deflect anxiety, she does her best to help the protagonist in whatever way she can. On Strohl. The son of the noble family of Halia, a village that was destroyed by a human. Now that he has lost his home and family, he has only his pride to redeem himself from the shallowness of his past self. Captain Klinger, the captain in charge of new recruits at the recruitment center, a short, portly, unsoldierly man, called an incompetent fool by Strohl after an attack on the fort led him to order new recruits to the front lines in a panic, or so he made it seem. In actuality, he's a fervid supporter of Luis, and had always planned to take a mass of new recruits to die at the hands of humans in order to demonstrate his support of Luis's assertions. Interesting. Okay. And then system, last but not least. Anything cool when I click into... No, that all looks the same. Okay. Okay.
This place.
What do you have to say, Gallica? What is this place? Is it a dream? If it is, it's a very vivid one.
Whoa.
I've never seen this many books before. I bet the ones you have are in here too, don't you think? It's so quiet. Do you think there's anyone else here? No, I don't.
Whoa.
Okay. Let's look at this chest. Looks like there's something especially valuable inside. Nice. 30,000 monies. Hell yeah. Okay. Hi, kitty.
That's a good kitty.
That's right. Who's a good kitty? Don't usually see this kind of cat in the city, huh?
This cat, you see.
Cute, isn't he? I named him Plateau. He's the only solace I have as I'm confined here. Looks like Plateau wants to give me something. Why, thank you, Plateau.
That's a good boy.
Oh, it looks like he's taken a shine to you. That's a valuable item, so do hold on to it. Gotta keep talking to the cat.
That's a good kitty.
Seems to be in a good mood. I think he likes you.
That's a good kitty.
Okay. That's it. What's this globe?
Oh, yeah?
It spins around. Is it a toy? Awfully big if so.
This right here.
That's a celestial globe. It models the movement of the stars. Astronomy is often confused with the study of magic. Times being what they are, the association means both fields have been suppressed. Quite a shame. Okay. Scrolls. The scroll has shapes of a language I've never seen before. It must be some kind of formula. It says the royal magic at the top.
That is...
Yeah, so this is... Oh my god, I just remembered that. Okay, we'll get there. So the royal magic, we've heard, is the name of the king's magic, what the king uses to protect Grand Trad. But that's a formula for a rather complex spell. When mages devise such intricate magic, they commit the formula to scrolls in advance. Hold on, are you saying the king himself wrote this? Why would it be here of all places? I couldn't begin to tell you. Perhaps the previous king had his reasons for imprisoning me here after all. I would love to decipher its contents, but it will take a good amount of time. It's written in a script I've never laid eyes on before. But before you go, there's just one thing. Would you mind taking a look at the very end of the scroll?
What's this?
This drawing.
Take a look.
Indeed, it is no more than a simple illustration, but do you not think it bears some resemblance to the Seeker archetype? Yeah, so, yeah, it does kind of look like our Seeker archetype with the little musketeers vibe it has going on. Moreover, it bears a caption, and mysteriously enough, of all the language therein, that is the one part I am able to parse. It says, Vanessa. Likely the name of a person. Unmistakably so, though I could not begin to tell you why I feel so certain. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, so when I got to this part, when I was playing through before, it gave me shivers. It's actually still giving me shivers now. I don't know where they're going to be going with all this meta bullshit that they're doing, but I am so excited to see how this all plays out, and it's really legitimately giving me chills. So, yeah. A person's name.
Hang on a second.
Well, that's certainly a mystery on top of an enigma. Makes me wonder what it says.
Adieu.
Should you learn anything new, I would appreciate it very much if you'd share it with me. Please examine the scroll whenever you've learned new truths. Massive statue. I wonder if this represents archetypes. It also looks like a merging of all the tribes. Okay. Can I look at this map? No? Okay. More.
Please, do make yourselves comfortable.
Do I want to study anything new? I don't think I do. No? Okay. Lectures.
What would you care to know?
Yeah, I'm gonna... So, for this stuff, I'm not gonna read it out loud, because I've already read through, like, there are a ton of tutorials that we're about to see as we're going through academia. I will click through them all, and I'll click through them, I'll pause enough that you can, on each text box, so you can read it to yourself. And if I'm going too fast, you can just like pause the video and play it if you want. But I'm not going to read through these all because it's just going to wreck my voice, and I've read through it all before, so.
What would you care to know?
Okay, let's talk about studying archetypes now.
What would you care to know?
Okay, so basically the more followers we get, the more archetypes we unlock, and also as we progress, we'll get gifts from more.
What would you care to know? It appears that... What would you care to
Okay,
know?
so they're advanced forms of the archetypes. Anything you gotta say? You want to know about cats? Ah, about that cat in particular. I'm afraid he's a mystery to me too, dear as he is. When I awoke in this place, he was already here.
That's a good boy.
But he eases my mind. Petting him helps this place feel less lonely. Indeed, I feel as if I've known him all my life. For whatever reason.
Does this...
Anything else? No, okay.
That's a good...
Okay, we got some more tutorials as we go around the room. Yeah, so all these like glowing orbs that we're about to see are all tutorials. Yeah, so just, consider stuff when you're in battle you can pass. Cool, yeah. It uses half a turn icon and it gives other people a chance to do stuff. Yeah, sometimes it's bad to be just fully offensive. You can guard. Yeah, we already saw this. Formations. Yeah, if you're pick the row that you're in wisely. You already read all this. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to go through that again. Okay, negated attacks. Yeah, so this is wild. Okay, so... this one... Usually an action contains one turn icon, but if the attack is nullified or evaded, it doubles the number of turn icons used, which sucks. If attack is reflected or absorbed, the turn automatically ends. So everyone is done, which is crazy. Status ailments. There are a whole bunch of these things. Yeah, there's physical ones and mental ones. Physical ones persist after battle. Mental wear off after battle. Physical, I'm not going to read through the details, but I'll read through the list. There's poison, there's paralysis, there's malady, there's hex, there's burn, and there's frostbite. Those are the physical ones. And then for mental ones, there's daze, there's charm, there's forget, there's sleep, there's rage, there's anxiety, and there's stun. And then this one, which I believe is just telling us about unscathed triumphs. Yeah, so you get extra stuff if you're unscathed. No, go away. Okay. So, there's that book. The Book of the Apocalypse.
What's this?
What's with this ominous red book? It's all chained up.
That is...
I advise you don't touch that. I have a variety of books here from all over the world. Many of them are quite pleasant reads. That one is not.
All right.
Suffice it to say, it must not be read without due precaution. Okay, good to know. Now we got this thing. Enemy reinforcements. Yeah, so sometimes nearby enemies will show up as reinforcements during a battle. Wielding weapons. The weapon of dungeon. So the weapon that the protagonist is yielding when you're attacking in dungeons changes based on the archetype that you have, which is pretty cool. Different archetypes change the actions and the range. Nice. Okay. And then archetype tactics. It's good to have some sort of balance in your party, to have attack, recovery, and assist. You can arrange archetypes specifically to deal with enemies. Okay. And now we go upstairs. A lot of stuff to read in academia. We got some cabinets here. So research notes, the Seeker. This looks like research documents about the Seeker archetype. In times of yore, there lived heroes who ventured into unknown lands in pursuit of their ideals. Their souls together formed the power of the Seeker. This was not just one legendary hero. Across many lands and eras, these intrepid spirits who sought greater heights on the Seeker's path have borne that alias. Among them, the adept who peruses a magical path I dub the Magic Seeker, and the elite who seeks the deepest truths of the soul I dub the Soul Hacker.
Whoa.
Huh, so the Seeker archetype is a whole sequential lineage. The Seeker archetype does not excel at anyone's skill, but it bears the specialties of many other heroes and can perform any task. A jack of all trades is a master of none. Let no Seeker forget this truth. I get it. So it's easy to use, but that's not enough to fight alone. I guess fighting with specialized allies might be the thing that draws out its true power. Okay, mage. In times of yore, heroes sought relentlessly to unveil the secrets of magic. They're the mage. Among them, the adept who grasps that ultimate power I dub the wizard, and the elite who commands the elements I dub the elemental master. In addition, another elite form making use of dark magics is known to exist. Truly, the mage archetype has unparalleled command of affinity-based magic. But mages devote themselves fully to mind and magla. While the mind is powerful, it must kneel before pure strength at times. Let no mage forget this truth.
Yeah?
So it's a great archetype for hitting enemy weak points with powerful magic, but it can't really dish out damage or take much punishment. Warrior. Heroes sought nothing less than perfection with the sword. They're the warrior. The adept who slays hordes is the swordmaster, and the elite of disciple of the blade is the samurai. The warrior archetype imparts peerless skill with the sword. Its devotees fight on the front lines, punishing their foes with brutal slashing swings. But a sword's purpose is ultimately as a victor, and it is not weapons alone that decide a battle's victor. Let no warrior forget this truth. So this archetype has really good attack and defense, and their value comes from attacking in the front row, but they're not very versatile beyond the sword. Yeah, and then there are a bunch of other filing cabinets on the sides for other archetypes that we will presumably unlock throughout the course of this game. Also this bookshelf. Archetype growth. They gain archetype experience and rank up. No, I just read that. Archetype stats. Archetype has their own stats. Yeah. And those determine like your stats. Advanced archetypes, I think we read through this. There are better forms of the archetypes that you can get by getting ranks with followers. And you need mag, and you need to level the base level higher. God, oh my god, I need to stop doing this. Okay. Sorry, my voice is like... It's kinda running out. Okay. Once we're out of academia, the talking will be... there'll be less reading. His fur is so soft and clean. Makes me curious how he takes care of it. Okay, I think we are good to leave here. Yeah, let's do it.
My young friend.
You can always come back.
You are truly as remarkable as I first believed. Others fated to awaken to their own power will be naturally drawn to you. To reach the lineage of power's greatest potential, you must acquire more archetypes and bring them together. After all, a hero without allies is nothing more than a lone dissenter.
Exactly.
To save the many, you must learn to fight with the power of many.
I was thinking about this a lot recently. It's like one person, especially working like outside of like a system, is just, you're not really going to be able to accomplish much, honestly, is the sad truth. You need the support of other allies.
Only a champion of the people may awaken the power of heroes, and with it, seize a future of their own making.
Hell yeah.
When next you come to see me, I hope it shall be of your own volition. Open my book, then let your imagination conjure this place anew, as vividly as you can make it. I'm sure that will be enough to reunite us. As long as you walk your path, I shall faithfully watch over you. May we meet again.
May we meet again. Bye, more.
What? Where are we?
We're back.
You two all right there? Looked as if you were in some kind of trance.
Yeah, we were just standing there looking like idiots, apparently.
Trance? Wait. Have we been here this whole time?
We've been here the whole time.
It was strange. As if I felt something in the air.
Kriya's just glowing.
My senses sharpened near tenfold. It reminded me of my old days studying magic.
I wonder why it reminded you of that.
What? So that wasn't a dream. Grius, that's probably his power.
What do you mean by that?
You studied back at the Sanctum, right? I know you couldn't get the hang of it then, but I think we might have just awakened it.
I told the two of them about the term archetype and the gist of what I had learned.
Awakened it? But that... Who are you people? The truth, if you would.
He's like terrified of
Look,
us.
in all honesty, we barely know any more than you do. But the short version is, well, I think you can use that power now.
Aren't you glad, Krius?
I think you might be right.
Use an archetype now.
The way it feels is... Well, this is magic, eh? I'd all but given up on it, but... Fate had other plans, it seems.
It sure does seem.
Enough. We must move on. There is far to go still.
Let's do it.
And lad, I follow your lead now, at least when it comes to how we use these skills in battle. We haven't the luxury of time to train with magic.
Same here. You've clearly got a sense for this, and I'd rather make myself useful than muddle your strategies.
I'm the leader now. Okay, good. You can now give instructions to your allies during battle. During battle, you can also use R3 to engage in auto battle, causing your party to fight according to your tactic settings. To change auto battle tactics during battle, press L1. Okay, yeah, sure.
And 5 days until the funeral. That's precious little time, and we'd best not waste it.
Look!
Look, over there.
What's up?
What's the matter? You don't see anything?
I don't sense anything off. What are you on about?
So no one else really sees him? Maybe we're the only ones who can go to that room. Oi! Are you lot alright?
Pardon?
I saw a dead miner and assumed there'd been some accident. But looking at it now, that isn't the case at all. With the military. What business would they have in a place like this? Hold on, don't tell me they're after the miners.
Hold on.
Wait, how did you get in here? I'm certain the entrance and exit was sealed off by soldiers. Soldiers? I didn't see anyone. Only one I saw was that pasty fella who looked like some kind of general. You mean Klinger? But we left him splayed out over there.
Huh?
What? He's gone?
Damn it.
Oh, Jesus, guys. Damn, we must go after him. It'll be bad for us if he returns with reinforcements.
Leave him be. He has no one left, I wager.
Nope.
Leave him be. He has no one left, I wager. I wager. He was bluffing about sealing off the exits. On top of that, he failed to finish us off. He won't be able to return to Luis as anything but a disgrace.
Sure.
You're right. Let's leave him be, at least for now. It's not like he can go back to the military either, after what he said to us. I have no idea what this is all about, but I'm relieved. I was worried everyone would be dead in here. I'm gonna be around for a while. If you need anything, you know who to ask. Okay, so we can go back to academia. This is also cool, yeah, so we can basically, if you press the touchpad button, we can see basically like what level other players were when they cleared certain stages. So you can see like if you're on track. Is there, hold on, I want to see if, oh, interesting. There was a player that came up last time that is not coming up this time. It was a 3 mage party. It looks like these are, okay, no, they're not all fully balanced parties. This is 2 mages, this is 2 warriors. This is 2 warriors. Most of these are balanced parties. But, okay, what do we need to do in here? We don't need to go back to academia.
He didn't have the troops to secure the entrance and exit. Thinking about it now, I should have seen right through his bluff. It was my duty to protect you and Gallica. I regret to admit my judgment is dulled, so I failed you both.
Don't worry about it.
Look at you, all full-fledged. I suppose now I'm the one being told what to do when it comes to fighting. Time to rely on that power of yours. I'll leave you to lead the battle. Let's go. If we can get past this point, we'll soon find the road to Grand Trad. We can't be late for the royal funeral. Let's hurry.
Damn it, we can't let Klinger get away. He won't get away? I know this is no time for relentless pursuit, but this doesn't sit well with me. Above all, the mission is our priority right now. We must reach Grand Trad before the royal funeral. Besides, if Luis is the mastermind behind all this, there's only one thing for me to accomplish.
Oh, definitely.
He must be assassinated. I'll do everything I can to make that happen. I'll continue to count on you.
Oh.
Hedler, these minor blokes and I go way back. I've known them since before the mountain was closed. That's why I can't stand it. One of my mates being dead. I'm sorry for involving him. It ain't your fault. Mining's dangerous to begin with, and they were doing it illegally. They all knew something like this might happen. And I'm just as guilty for helping them. I suppose things were destined to end this way. I should take the hint and close up shop. Yes, I've decided. If I'm quitting, then I might as well go out with a bang. Even my secret stash is on sale now. I'm even clearing out my stock of weapons and armor, typically reserved for just my regulars. Help me out and buy it all, yeah? Okay, first of all, let's sell our... Oh, it's just that one thing, okay. And we're gonna buy... I don't need to buy consumables, but I will buy some items. So, yeah, we'll buy that for Grias.
All right.
We'll buy this for Strohl. We'll buy this for ourselves.
Yeah.
Get some better weapons and stuff. What about armor? Let's see. This one does magic up 1, so I'm gonna give that to me.
Yeah.
And I'll give the other 2.
Ooh.
All right.
That. And then I'm gonna give myself some magic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Strohl strength. And I'm gonna give 3S endurance and agility.
Thank you.
Much obliged. You lot take care of yourselves, you hear? Don't be shy about restocking if you're running low on supplies. Okay, it looks like there's... Oh. Oh.
Oh, that was nearly it for me.
I'm sorry.
Sorry you got dragged into all this. Most of the God's soldiers aren't unhinged maniacs, if it helps.
Right, considering you're apologizing, I guess you aren't the bad guys. I see why Klinger stooped to using hostages as bait. A worthless captain, but he certainly had an eye for new recruits. A surefire tactic against your like.
I am heartily ashamed.
That aside, you're not passing through these caves, are you? You'd best turn back now, so... Something nasty in the air lately. The gelatin noses jiggling around in there. They're not just little jellies anymore. They're downright dangerous. Tried chasing them away, but a blade doesn't do much to them. Fire's our best shot, or getting something ignited to blast them. It didn't used to be so many of them around. Now there's so many we might never clear them out. This place is right monster den these days. All I'm saying is it's a long way to the other end of the mountain. No man can get through that unscathed.
But
the king's funeral is upon us. We haven't the time to look for other routes.
Yeah.
Not much else we can do then, but we should at least make sure we can use some magic.
Deeper inside's a real monster's den, I tell you. You've got to mind those gelatinoses in particular. They're so blobby that swords won't cut them. If you run into one, I suggest you set it on fire and chase it off.
Oh no, you're just saying the same thing? Okay, what's your deal?
Hi.
I wouldn't go any further if I were you. The mining areas felt strange lately. Not just monsters, there's some dangerous magma crystals that memorizes them, or so the others claim. I thought it mere superstition, but either way, it's not normal. Just be on your guard.
Hi.
Okay. Let's grab this item. Grand iron. Nice. Okay, now we can head deeper in... Oh, hold on. Memorandum? Yeah, plateau. Moore's pet cat who lives in academia with him. He doesn't necessarily resemble the animals called cats that exist elsewhere. The strange charm hanging around his neck, a type of magic igniter according to Moore, allows for visions of him to be projected outside of academia. Yeah, so this is interesting that he doesn't necessarily resemble the animals called cats that exist elsewhere. I'm kind of wondering if Plateau is a cat from the real world. Like, from the world of the book, that maybe there's something there. Maybe Plateau isn't actually from Euchronia. Or whatever. What's the name of the world? Where's... This Kingdom of Euchronia is... I don't know what the name of the larger world is. That's fine. Okay, let's keep going.
What's this? This uncanny feeling in the air.
This place.
The magma here feels awfully dense, too. Was it always like this?
It was not. This used to be a completely mundane mine shaft, no different from the others.
That being the case,
Perhaps this is what the miner was talking about before. Something about the interior of this place being unusual.
Assassinating Luis is our top priority. Do not forget that. Prepare yourselves now, for we'll have no time to rest until we're through here. Mind their numbers and watch your health carefully. Be clear?
Auto recovery. While moving, press up to use auto recovery. This will use a skill from a party member's equipped archetype to heal. Hold on. Can I run back real quick? I just want to, before we move on, yeah, I want to just save real quick. Oh, no, I've learned my lesson. Gotta alternate slots. Okay. Okay, so now I should have... Yeah, now when I attack, it uses... It's like a magical burst. Because I switched to being a mage.
Nobody here to lay claim to it, so it's yours.
Hell yeah.
I see the enemy.
Let's see, what's my... Okay, yeah, so I can still close using that.
Right there.
I knew you could do it.
I see the enemy.
Not bad.
What do we got? Miner's boots. Plus agility and endurance. Are those good for anyone?
What now?
Maybe armor? No. Are they an accessory? No. Gear? Yeah, okay. But they're just a worse version of the leg guards, so they do have a little bit of evasion, but that's fine. I don't need them.
Right there. Push through. Charging in.
All right, we did it!
Gotta kill them all. Where's this one? There we go.
Great find. Keep it.
Okay, snake eye
I
coming.
see the enemy.
Oh yeah, I need to be careful with these. I remember that they
rise to the occasion.
they attack faster than I can, so I need to like try to take a beat with them. Yeah, so don't go up to them right away. There we go. Now I can attack.
Well done.
Okay, yeah, that's how you deal with them.
We're so lucky.
Magla pill. Thankfully, they're everything in here at this point is like, or most everything is kind of lower level, so it doesn't really screw me if it hits me. It just does a little damage and like launch me into a squad battle.
Let's push through. Come on.
Takers grow more powerful.
Nice. What's over here?
Let's push through.
Hey, great
Oh,
job.
it was like little wolves. Oh, there's one more. Patrolling around.
There they are. All right. How's that?
There we go.
Stronger.
And I love you can like see all the results on the side. You can see your party like leveling up as you're doing this, even though you're not going into the turn-based combat. Not good. This was all for naught if our way is blocked.
I don't like this.
That's not all either. I'm sensing Magla and the feeling's only getting stronger. It's disturbing, like back at the fort. Same as the fort. Surely you don't need... God, I always forget how to do his voice.
Fear is a luxury. Fear is a luxury we can't afford right now, lad. Gallica's words are cause for concern, but for now, we need to keep moving. Look closely, lad. There's a gap between those collapsed rocks.
We should be able to squeeze through if we go one at a time. Yeah, I need to be able to get to that place in my voice sooner, quicker.
To like here, to where it's like a raspier place in here.
I see the enemy.
Yeah, nice work.
Do your attack. Yeah, there you go.
Well done.
Waste it.
No, looks like they found us.
Come on, do it. Yeah, there you go.
If it's useful, I say grab it.
Nice, okay. Which way do I want to go first? Let's go this way. Teeth! Hi, teeth. I killed the teeth.
Nice.
Yeah.
Iron Gauntlet, strength +2. Now that's good. I'll put those on Strohl. Yeah. Those are going to be better than his current. I really don't mind that I'm like very rarely doing the turn-based combat. It's kind of really much more my vibe this way.
Yeah, nice work.
Okay, let's continue on. Running and... we got these things again. Let's kill these guys first.
Well done.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't think I had anything
Now there's
left
this
to
guy. Come on. Do your worst.
Quick, let's
There we go.
We have the edge.
take them all
Yeah,
out.
so I do have to go and actually fight these guys. Why is it starting me? Oh, because I'm in the back? Is that why? Maybe. But that's fine. I'm just gonna attack with you
No
normally.
need to run the power of
What do you
heroes.
have? So if I'm remembering correctly,
Take this!
I believe
Royal soul.
this had an ice weakness. It was either ice or fire. I don't remember for sure which. I think it was ice. Yes,
I
okay.
shall fight as the noble I am. I shall vanquish evil.
Yeah, sure. Let's do this. There we go. Unscathed triumph.
No worse than that.
Yeah, it's I don't know if this is necessarily consistent with
I shall rise to the occasion.
with like Final Fantasy style enemies, but I know that for Final Fantasy style enemies for monsters, it's it's actually probably not, because you know, in Persona games, I know like everything has a variety of different weaknesses, but maybe it is more like, because in Persona games it's usually monsters are more like typical monsters that you come across are ice. So typical monsters you come across are ice, like humans are fire, flying things are often wind. Those are a lot of times kind of how the weaknesses play out, but okay, who do I give this thing to that I just got? This was armor? Yeah. Yeah, sure. Here you go, Strohl. Nice. What's over here? Oh, just wolves.
Very impressive. Come on.
Hey,
Kill wolves in
found
my
something.
sleep. Yeah, honestly, there is something super satisfying about the fact that it shows your progress on the side.
I see the enemy.
Been spotted. On your guard.
Right there.
Oh, you don't need to hold down to lock. I didn't realize that.
I'll give it my all.
Like we
Nice, Strohl. Yeah, you can go ahead and start off with your,
I'll show you the
and I will finish it off.
ice.
Very nice. Unscathed triumph.
Okay.
I still have
Wow, we're
much to
getting a lot of experience and stuff through this. Oops, that's not what I meant to do.
Nice find.
I see the enemy.
Pretty useful.
Let's push through.
We made short work of them.
Okay, hold on. Which way did I come from? I don't think I want to go that way yet. No, I want to go this way. Can I sneak up on these things?
They saw us.
The answer is no, but that's fine.
Nice.
Here we go.
Guard Talisman, Endurance +3, which I think that is an accessory, probably, right? Yes it is. Okay. So who do I want to give more endurance to? Myself. Why not? Getting some good stuff that we can sell later. Teeth!
I knew you could do it.
So many teeth. Okay, yeah, here we go. Hey, see that room over there? The magma feels less dense there compared to the rest of this place. Is that so? I don't feel anything.
What?
I thought it was just a feeling, but now I can see it. It's like the magma hollows out just for that room.
Back in the Sanctum, I learned that fairies are natural adepts at sensing magla. It's safe to assume that Gallica is no exception.
How about a break?
Maybe we can get some rest in there? Why don't we head inside?
That's not a bad idea. We should catch our breath before continuing.
Yeah, so we have a safe
Hey.
room here. This does seem like an ideal place to rest. I'm just wondering why the magla's thinner here. I couldn't tell you much. It's just like a feeling I got.
There is varying intensity to the magla that floats through the air. For example, think of it like steam or smoke. It seems not much could seep into this room. A magla hollow, if you will. Even your igniters won't work as well in here.
A magla hollow seems as good a term as any, and all the better if Gallica can sense them. You could say that. It's easier to spot a big absence of magla when the area around it is flooded with the stuff.
All right.
The beasts seem loath to approach as well. Let's catch our breath here while we can.
In dungeons, you'll find places called magla hollows, which can be used as resting points. Here you can safely speak with your allies, record your travels, or visit academia. So yeah, so in Persona games, when you're going through palaces, there are, or actually, is it? I think it might just be 5. I don't think it's a thing in earlier Persona games. In Persona 5, there is a, in Persona 5, there is something called safe rooms when you're in people's palaces, which are what they call the dungeons of the game, that are very similar. It's like there's a lower energy in the area that makes it safe to rest in, basically. So, okay, let's talk to allies.
Still, though.
This tunnel is just crawling with monsters, isn't it? The magla is really dense, too. I never imagined it would be this dangerous.
True.
Indeed, it's nothing like what we were told. Grius, are you familiar with this place?
I don't know of any concrete details, lad, but I can say that these monsters weren't here the last time I passed through.
Then...
So you're saying that these monsters are the result of this thick magla?
Well, if there's a reason for it, I can only assume it's the workings of magla. But there's no point in speculating. We must focus on fulfilling the mission. We'll keep moving once we've gotten some rest.
Okay, let's keep going. Resume exploring. Memorandum, Magla Hollow. Magla is not uniformly concentrated in the atmosphere, existing more like patches of smoke or fog in the air. As such, Magla is dense in some areas and extremely thin in others. One could say the Magla was hollowed out. Such areas provide reprieve from especially dense Magla, as the likelihood of encountering organisms affected or frenzied by Magla is significantly lessened. And look who it is! It's our peddler friend who followed us through this friggin' dungeon. Crazy guy. What's going on here? There are monsters everywhere. And doesn't the air feel off?
How is it you're here? Have you been following us?
Well, I considered returning to Grand Trad. I reckon passing through here would be a shortcut. And I felt safe considering you lot took this way as well. It seems right foolish in hindsight. Something bad ahead, mark my words. I think I'll head back. We're continuing on this way, I take it. If there's anything you need, I'll be here a bit before I set off. I don't think he has anything new, right? No, but I will sell some stuff.
Thank you.
Okay. What is this?
Take
Need
it. No
Less
sense leaving
water.
it here.
Okay, now we're going into this weird-ass looking room. Darkness coming out of it.
Wait a second.
Wait. Something feels really wrong further in. It might be what I was sensing.
Unfortunately, we've got no choice but to press on, regardless of what lies ahead. I'm going to open it. Are you ready?
All right.
Good to hear. Let's go.
Ooh, little weird-ass librarian human. I can see the glow of a strange crystal, an even stranger monster in front of
What is
it.
that? I've never seen anything like it.
It's a crystal. Of raw magla. This feels wrong somehow.
It certainly
Now I
does.
remember. They say in the lands beyond mortal reach, great spires of crystal stand. And anyone who might touch them is driven mad.
Less than ideal.
That's all just superstition, though, right? Still, this thing is giving off a really nasty aura.
That's no ordinary monster. Some kind of human?
It sure looks like one.
The way it's moving. It's almost like it's protecting the crystal.
So we're gonna have to take it down, is what I'm
Here it
hearing.
comes.
Here it comes. Okay, let's use our slash on you.
I will fight with come forth, royal soul.
I feel like maybe I don't remember if I got a weakness for you. Maybe fire? Is you like a bird?
No. Let's go.
Wind could be it since you're a bird.
Grasping wind.
No, resist. Okay. Oh, targeting the front row. Okay. So I'm gonna have my front rowers guard.
Guarding seems the wise move.
I'll show you the essence of
And I will, let's try ice.
ice.
You hit their weakness.
No
Yeah,
need
there we
to
go.
rush this.
Okay.
Now, what's the play?
Oh no, guard again.
Staying on the defensive.
Oh, that's dumb. I wish that if you chose guard, it skipped you. So you don't have to use up another turn crystal to guard. Again, that's kind of lame. Okay, yeah, let's use some more blizzard on you.
You hit their weakness.
Let's seek up.
And I don't want to use. Let's use Tarakaja on
I'll cover.
Strohl.
I owe you. In the name of justice, are you prepared?
Get his attack up a little bit.
Let's
Nice.
Come forth.
And another
royal soul.
blizzard.
No need to rush this.
And I guess with you, let's just use a straight up attack.
Held back too much. You can't stop.
No! What is Gaba? Oh, it targets everyone? Oh, Jesus.
Nice
Not.
dodge. You've got some fancy footwork, Strohl.
Okay, let's keep doing what we've been doing.
Die hard.
It's okay.
Yep,
Let's
and
go.
then let's finish him off. Nice. Something that I really appreciate in this game already is the MP allocation, because in Persona games, your SP, which is essentially your version of MP, what lets you use abilities, is so sparse in the beginning. You can do like 1 or 2 abilities and then you're out. Here, we can do a lot. We can use a lot before we run out, which is really nice. I really appreciate that. Look at all those levels and ranks. I love it. Okay. Let's keep my magic going up. I'm probably gonna be riding the mage for a little bit.
Strength is only what you make of it.
Now I got this crystal
What is
thing.
this crystal? By my guess, the monsters were drawn to its aura. We shouldn't leave something so sinister just lying around.
Slice.
More questions than answers, but there's no time to ponder them. We better move.
You can't be serious.
All right, let's keep on keeping on. What do we got over here? Grand Iron. Nice. Yeah, like, look, I've used a bunch of magic attacks, and we still have a lot of MP left. I really like it. I hate when, it feels like you, like, really can't use your abilities because you have so few uses before you run out. Also, this whole system, the fact that you can just, like, kill weaker enemies outside of full combat really helps with that, too. Because normally when if I were playing Persona 5, what would normally happen is I would go in and I would use a spell that like targeted multiple enemies that got their weakness to get them out in one, but I have to use magic to do that.
Really?
So, oh yeah, here we go. Hey, do you see that? I sure do. And it for sure is a dragon. What is that? Just look at the size of it.
Not something I had hoped to ever stumble upon. I'm afraid that's a dragon.
A dragon? You mean those creatures from the legends? I've never seen one with my own eyes.
Now I understand what the mine was closed. They must have dug right into this thing's roost and had no choice but to back off.
Look,
This mine taps a magnificent vein of resources. Only something as terrible as a dragon could have forced them to abandon such a lucrative operation.
but
Luck is on our side that we've caught it slumbering like this. We can slip past it and continue forward.
Almost a shame. It has all sorts of things in its little, well, big nest. I can sense something tinged with magla too.
Dragons are ancient, and strong magla follows in their wake. Just the way it goes. Any so-called special item you're sensing is bound to have its fill of it.
You're making it sound kind of appealing, but we're sure to end up in a fight if we try to take it. Don't make this decision lightly now.
Got it?
On that note, let's push on. Quietly now, and I do mean that. We'll wake that thing up, we're in for the fight of our lives.
But there's monsters around here too.
Aye, if they see us and cause a ruckus, then we're done for. Keep your distance from them as we make our way through.
Let's go.
Understood. Good luck.
Don't panic.
So here's the thing. As much as I wish, I love a good stealth section. And I normally would be all for doing this the stealth way. But the dragon has items, man. I feel like I'm gonna miss out on those items if I don't fight it. So we're gonna go fight the dragon.
No, stop.
Not good. On your guard now. It comes for us.
We're gonna fight a dragon. This is what we're playing on storyteller mode for.
Can't say I was expecting you, Doc, to fight. You're either bloody bold or too confident for your own good.
All of the above.
Just so we're clear, slaying the thing's beyond you. Underestimating a dragon is the fastest way to get yourself killed.
That makes sense.
Fortunately, this one's on the smaller side as dragons go. We might have a chance of driving it off. Listen, keep an eye on its movements. Be ready for anything. If you sense it bracing to strike, stand your ground and shield yourself. Do not waste your lives in a place like this. Now, let's go, lads!
Let's do it.
We're on a mission.
Time to
We
fight a
don't settle
dragon.
for anything. Not even a dragon.
Not even a dragon. Oh no, I should have healed outside of combat. Crap. I meant to do that and I forgot to. Okay, who has heals? I think is it just...
Perhaps not.
Hold on, can you use items? Do I have anything that restores to multiple allies? 50 to all? This is 50 to 1. Okay. I think I am going to... Strohl has 102. Okay, I am going to risk it.
I shall vanquish evil.
My blade.
I am going to heal with Grius, but I'm going to heal himself because he's weak against fire. And I feel like the dragon's going to be doing... It's a fire dragon, so... Fire dragon Moana?
Come forth, royal soul.
And let's try ice, probably, right? Yeah, for sure.
In the name of justice.
Okay, and hopefully Strohl survives this. I'll heal Strohl with Grius on my next one. Okay, that was fine. That was fine. Fine. Totally fine.
Seeker.
Yeah, let's heal
Don't
Strohl.
push yourself too hard.
I owe you.
Oh, he's all healed up. Amazing.
Vitus power.
Okay.
Freeze.
Hit their weakness.
Now, what's...
And now let me throw this buff on Strohl.
My thanks.
Fireball. Oh, good. You should lose... No? Oh, no. Resist doesn't make you lose a turn. It's only nullified. Okay. We're okay on health. Yeah, we're doing fine.
You hit their weakness.
I shall... Are you prepared?
Now you're powered up.
Cool. No need to rush this. Let's go.
And... is this gonna... God, I feel like this might be a bad idea, but let's try it.
Go on, finish
Oh,
the job.
no, okay. That's fine. Good. It was just a normal attack. I'll take it.
I call upon royal
Ooh,
power
we're getting
within.
so many attacks. I love it. Oh my god, a critical. Damn, that was amazing. Okay, we made it through.
Not bad, if I say so myself.
Look at that. Got a couple of ranks too.
Not bad at all.
Okay. I will keep upping that magic, honestly.
Nice.
Didn't think I had anything left to learn.
Nice. We got electricity. I like it. What are these next skills? Raises max MP by 15%. Holy shit. Increases magic skill attack by 10%. Wow. That's some pretty good stuff. Okay.
Right. I could get used to this.
Deals weak physical slash damage to one enemy 2 to 4 times. Oh, cool. Okay. So a better version of our current slash. This is also really nice with the MP, because usually in Persona combats, I'm like, most of the time I never use support abilities because I'm like, it's just a waste of their SP, it feels like. But here I feel very free to do that, which is nice. But that was close. Somehow we managed to drive it off.
Never thought I'd ever have to fend off a dragon. You lot never cease to amaze me.
Well,
perhaps we simply had luck on our side this time. I must admit, however, that my heart sank the moment that dragon woke up.
If anyone truly intends to kill the beast, they'd need to have a gauntlet runner.
A gauntlet runner would certainly make our return to Grand Trad much easier.
You may as well wish for the moon. Only the most prominent nobles have the means to secure a runner for themselves.
Sorry to interrupt, but look at that. Over there, isn't that a treasure chest? That's why we did what we did. And for the experience. The experience is good too. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Like, we just went through, like, a crazy dragon fight. And we're very free with the... I don't think anyone did a normal attack throughout that. And we're still really solid on MP. I love it.
This is amazing.
I can't believe it.
Dragon's Indignation, a greatsword embodying the fury of a dragon. These are saying, like, can be purified at a church. I don't know what that's all about. No, there. Yeah, Dragon's Indignation. Hell yes. Makes Strohl super strong. I love it. Okay. Now we can just, like, grab stuff and get out of here. Yeah, all the enemies on the side here ran away since we killed the dragon. Oh wait, I missed something. What was it? Wait, where is... Oh. How do I keep missing that? Okay, nothing else. Let's get out of here. Get out of here. Look, isn't that the exit?
All right.
It is. We can finally get out of here. Looks like we can finally breathe easy, at least for a moment.
what?
Oh no. Could it be?
Look.
A dragon's roar? And you feel that shaking, right?
What the?
It's getting stronger. What's going on here? Oh shit.
It's a cave-in. If you value your lives, run.
Yeah, we gotta get moving. Go, go, go. Avoid these boxes. Don't let yourself get tripped up over any of them. Yeah, I see you, Gallica. I'm running. I'm going.
We actually made it out.
Hell yes, we did.
And in one piece, no less.
Speak for yourself. I think that shaved a couple years off my life.
Damn storm. Can't afford too many delays, but we'll not be getting far in this torrent.
No, we wouldn't be.
We can make camp tonight and slip onto a carriage to the capital tomorrow, once we're out of the wastes. We'll have to, if we want to make it in time.
Makes
Public
sense to me.
carriage seems a bit risky, doesn't it?
Not with all the outsiders flocking in for the funeral. We'll be 3 faces among hundreds.
Lovely. Another carriage ride. Hopefully this one's smoother than the last couple.
What do you mean? They were fine.
Let's just get our camp set up. Somewhere dry, preferably.
Yeah, that'd be my preference too. camp, I mean.
Ah, this is so cozy. I feel alive again.
I love Gallica sitting on that little box.
Certainly better than freezing. Reminds me of when I was a child. Back then, I wouldn't have been caught dead out in the wilderness like this. Countryside nobility like us had no fortune to speak of. My parents bowed and smiled for their money, and honestly, I despised them for it. Back then, I thought being a noble was about, I don't know, a life of prestige, being respected. But one spring 7 years ago, our town was attacked by this horrific creature. A human, though I'd no idea at the time. I was evacuated alongside the servants while the rest of the town burned. I waited for my parents to join us in the shelter, but they would never come. The parents I'd so despised had stayed behind to protect the villagers who couldn't flee.
They were heroes.
Your parents were heroes.
It changed everything. It taught me who my parents really were, what it really meant to be a noble.
See, and like, here's the thing about Strohl is, so he basically grew up, you know, in a somewhat privileged position, and really kind of leaned into that privilege and was like, I'm better than you, I'm like higher than you, and I should be treated as such. And then he had this life-changing event, and where his parents, because of who they were, because they weren't like that, they died. They would never come back. And his takeaway from that is, that's what I should emulate. That's who I should be. Which I really respect and love. It's just, I really like Strohl as a character so far. We haven't seen a lot of him, obviously, but I'm a big fan of what they're doing with him.
But our town's just rubble now. A footnote in history. The human that destroyed us is all we'll ever be known for. I remember my father petitioning the capital for aid, but no reply came. Even knowing how much of a threat the humans were. Now, I think, what if the army... Well, Luis. What if he's the one who abandoned us? If we were just a pawn in his game, then...
I don't know what to think about Luis, man. I don't know. Like, I have that theory, but everything kind of points to that not being the case. But at the same time, that makes me feel like maybe it is the case, because maybe it's all really twisted around somehow. I don't know.
Then I will make him pay.
Maybe Strohl's the ultimate bad guy of the game.
Hey, Grius. We all trust each other now, don't we? I think we can tell him.
Aye. Maybe you're right. I'll admit the lad's sword put me in mind of the past.
Look at that!
Something special about that sword?
Well, we used it to identify the messenger from our faction. But it originally belonged to His Highness. A kingly gift from his father.
The prince.
To better suit His Highness and his keen aptitude for magic, that blade was specially forged, with raw magla folded into the metal. Of course, when swordplay bored him, he'd amuse himself by levitating it or standing atop it to glide about. A royal rascal, that one.
Standing atop it to glide about, eh?
Those days were all too short. Then, 12 years ago, it all came crashing down.
I've heard. The prince was attacked, right?
There was a plot on his life. One I wish I'd rooted out sooner. Just like tonight, it was pouring rain.
Cutscene
Your Highness,
time.
this way! Who let these blackguards into the palace?
You got this, Grius. And look who it is. I'm not 100% sure, but
My lord, are you hurt?
I think this is the...
Back!
The elf from the carriage that we were on.
A wench and nothing more.
You knave!
Like a redheaded elf with like hair that's like that shade of red seems very distinct. Or not elf. It's
Pledged my life to the prince, and I'll not lose it to you!
what do they call it? Rosant. A redheaded Rosant. Rosant. Oh no. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Don't falter, give chase!
Get after him.
Stop! They dare harm him!
So supposedly this is Luis, is what we are led to believe. Bye, maybe Luis.
I failed him. Again.
Highness! Highness!
I wonder what she means by I failed him again. Like she failed to capture the person after she failed to protect him from these thorns.
What is this?
Is that what the first time was?
His Highness survived the attack, but the curse hanging over him was powerful and complex. Of all the mage healers in the capital, not one could wake him. And he grew weaker with each passing day.
Yeah.
We might lift the curse if we knew the specifics of its formula, but Luis would never give that up. Which leaves but one way. To dispel the curse, its caster must die.
Hence, Luis must be assassinated.
And you're sure Luis is the man you seek?
Apparently.
I saw him in the fray. He was younger then. Younger even than you are now, and shorter besides. I could never mistake him.
But, like, here's the thing. He says I could never mistake him. But we just saw that the person that they're claiming is Luis was hooded with a mask on and really no identifying features. The only possible thing that you could point to as identifying is his height. How is that enough to feel confident that it was Luis?
And now, after spilling the royal blood of father and son both,
I feel like things
the people
aren't...
call him not traitor, but savior.
I feel like things aren't quite lining up. There's gotta be more to this story.
For his highness, for the king, and for the very future of this country, he must be dealt with. To kill Luis is to see justice served.
Hell yeah.
I see. So as he did with the prince, he would make of my city a stepping stone to further heights. A tool to spread the infamy of the humans. You haven't told that story to many, have you? Thank you for trusting me with it.
The road
You've earned
never
it.
forgets a debt. Even if it takes 3 generations, we'd see it repaid. But neither do we forget a grudge. And Luis will know that soon enough.
So, that's what all this is about. Say, friend, this mission means a lot to you too, doesn't it?
Yes. Of course it does.
You've been carrying a greater weight than I realized. In any case, I owe you my life. And we've both got something we'd fight to protect. Let's save this country. Together. Ideally, once we're out of this cold, of course. I think it's about time we eat. We're almost to the capital, after all. I'd say that's worth celebrating.
I'm beat.
I'm exhausted. What do we got in our memorandum? Rogue, okay. So yeah, now we know what Grius is. Rogue tribe, a tribe whose members have longer lifespans, some living more than twice as long the average of other tribes. They age at the same pace until adolescence, spending the remainder of their lives in middle and old age. Perhaps as a result, the rogue tribe conjures images of the elderly in many minds, which makes sense because they just spend most of their life in those ages. Dragons, an enigmatic and powerful creature reigning supreme at the top of the ecosystem. king of all monsters. They are known as dragons. With their overpowering strength, they could wipe out an entire fleet of military gauntlet runners as easily as breathing. Best to not get on their bad side. Oh wait, there were 2 pages. Many are believed to possess colossal scaled bodies with membranous wings and raptor-like talons, but due to lack of personal encounters, the exact details remain unknown. In some areas, they are thought to be mythic creatures of legend and are even revered on occasion as gods. Where was Rogue Tribe? There were 2 pages there too. In a seniority-based society, rogues often hold high positions due to their longevity. They place great value in eventually passing down their knowledge and purpose, so much so that they're known to remember favors as well as hold grudges for 3 generations. Though many rogue have unique markings on their face, they are not born with them. They are a form of traditional makeup. Oh, interesting. Wait, so what is the rogue's identifying feature then? If the idea is that the Elda don't have... They have... Each of the 8 tribes possesses unique physical traits, making them recognizable at a glance. So what is the rogues if the facial markings are makeup? Interesting. Okay. What's going on, Gallica? I can't believe not just you, but Strohl and Grius have awakened to that power. I heard that mysterious voice again when it happened. I wonder what it was. Phew, I'm exhausted. That Magla was unusually dense, and now it's already dark. I hope I can see a beautiful, clear sky tomorrow. We still have a long way to go to Grand Trad. You should get some sleep for tomorrow.
Time for bed.
Okay. Strohl. I thought to join the army and work my way up the ranks the traditional way. Never thought things would turn out like this. I didn't expect to run into humans and dragons, nor to be bestowed with an extraordinary power.
Well,
was this the path I was always headed for? Or was this all thanks to you? Well, I'm not complaining either way. Once we pull off the assassination and the prince returns to power, I think our country will be on a better path. I'll get my revenge on Luis, no matter what it takes.
nonetheless,
Though I must admit, all this camping is taking its toll on me. A delicious meal would be nice once we're in Grand Trad.
well,
I'll not let this power go to waste.
Some time after the assault, together with a small entourage, we decided to take His Highness out in secret to an appropriate hiding place. He was attacked in the royal palace, the place where he was supposed to be safest. We knew not when he'd be attacked again if he stayed in Grand Trad. Naturally, His Highness was considered missing, and eventually his death was deemed official. From that time on, our organization was formed to restore His Highness to power. I'm sure there are those who resent us for vanishing from the palace without a word. After all, even the royal guards who protected His Highness were kept in the dark. If they had known, they would have had no choice but to stop us. Even if they had accompanied us or let us go, they would have been guilty of treason, a terrible fate for young knights who have so much ahead of them. I do wonder how one particular knight of the royal guard is doing now.
I assume he's talking about the redheaded Rosant. Okay, let's see. So memorandum. What's everyone else looking like? Yeah, this is what everyone's levels are coming out of the Nord mines. What's my levels? Party 12, 11, 11 with... How can I... Where can I see their archetype rank? Oh, there we go. So it was, hold on, 12, 11, 11, 7, 8, 7. What do other people have? 12, 11, 12, 12, 11, 11, 12, 11, 11, 12, 11, 11. Okay, yeah. So that's pretty standard. This one has a little bit more experience to Grius. Oh, this one has ranked. How is that even possible? You lack one or more of the archetypes required to copy the... Oh, you can copy configurations. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I look like I'm pretty much on track with other people. Anything else to see in the menu?
What now?
I don't think so. Let's just go ahead and give it a quick save. Save complete. All right, and I think that is where we will end things off for this episode. Yeah, I thought I like the Nord Mines as kind of a tutorial dungeon as we're going through just a little intro to some more game mechanics for I really like just the prologue setup they have here. It's, you know, it's very clearly a prologue. It's very clearly linear and railroaded and does not really get at the full gameplay of what I imagine this game will be like once it gets going, if it's anything like Persona gameplay. But it's doing a really good job of at least being very engaging and having a nice story. It's like, in a lot of respects, again, Persona 5, where the beginning of Personas 3 and 4, beginning of Persona 3 is, in my opinion, not great. The overall game is good, but the beginning is not terribly gripping. It takes a while to get invested. The beginning of Persona 4 is decent. The beginning of Persona 5 is fantastic. Persona 5 hooks you immediately. It's really, even though it has a super long tutorial and you're kind of just on a strict path for a while, it's at least really interesting narrative. And that's kind of a similar feeling that I'm getting from this, is that you're definitely on a strict path. I'm still having fun with it. The gameplay is still fun, but you're kind of just going along. But it's a very interesting narrative so far. The fact that we kind of kicked everything off with just being like, we're on an assassination mission is pretty cool. So, anyway, with that, oh, I already saved. With that, we will pick up next time. So until then, I will see you all. Bye.